Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Get that! 230! 65! 65! 65! Set! Switch! Shit! Easy! Watch safety creeping! Safety's creeping! Switch!
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry for James Conner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger, but it's brought in by Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Three down. You go to alert. You got 8.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, alert! 21. Check 13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's get it. Hey, gun. 55, my God, 55.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
65. Hey, zoom.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 12. 11. Hey, seam 6. Hey, alert. Hey, come on. Hey,
a shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's get it. He's coming. Hey, alert.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger, and he connects with Vance McDonald. He's at the 30, and it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Jack 15. Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Go.
On first and 10. It's Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, exit.
Ben to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is third and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here we go. I got you.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go one more. White. Hey, gun. Check 55 to Mike.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
Gun.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here we go.
The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Black. Check 55. Hey, Echo. Go this way. Here we go. Mike, 55.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
230, 50.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D4. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
54. Hey, Delta.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, partner, I want to revisit Week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas City. And Pittsburgh just didn't show up against New England. And I don't think we expected that at all because I thought Pittsburgh's defense was really good in the preseason.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Garoppolo now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Goodwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here we go. Hey, gun. Blue down. Mike,
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw. Garoppolo throwing the out route and complete. That's Goodwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Buying time. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Set! 230. No foul. 24.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Roethlisberger now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. 22 yards there, a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receiver...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shedding the tackle. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Xavier Grimble taking it in. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shrugs him off. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Block 80. You must be dreaming. Block it.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 1, Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Right there. Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive when you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, at some point during this broadcast, we had to bring up the Antonio Brown saga, and that moment is right now. I got to get your thoughts. I got to get you. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
13. Collect.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Spin. Jack 16. Hey, orbit.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Hey, Zoom. Don't get nervous.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Connor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down and when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11. Hey, gun. Mike,
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, gun.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 55. Hey, watch your leg. I got this. 11.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
1, Omaha. 55. Buzz. I got you. Mike 55.
On first down, Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Bud Dupree picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 13. Hey, gun. I got motion.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
21. 55. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Lucky. Hey, alert.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
All right now. 230. 51. You got nothing. You got nothing. Alert 3. Take 2 of them. Out.
On first down, Connor takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McDonald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
16 yards, a first down. Here's Connor, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On third down, Roethlisberger being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. This guy's been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, wahoo! What we got? 51 to Mike, boys.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
They probably just want to put this one behind them. Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, gun. Mike 55, Mike 55. 11. Alert flare.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Smooth. Down to lose one. What?
Garoppolo again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
I got you.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Garoppolo looks to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawk.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, Connor. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Roethlisberger will throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to...
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Get your sus on replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I...
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This will be taken short. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Here we go.
And now here's the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Get off the train tracks. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Ben on third and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
I'm scared. Mike 51, Mike 51. Rabbit. Hey, watch this, watch this. Hey.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Quan Alexander. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. 180. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 52. Hey, gun. We got motion. Back up. Mike, 55.
Garoppolo on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But it'll be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
Here we go. 180. Right there in the middle. 55. White.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
180.
It's Coleman here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Box truck.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's now under pressure. They got him again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey, gun. Motion. Hey, chip motion, man.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, give them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun. Watch the curve. Bravo. White.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I got you. 21. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shoot. Check 26.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
2. 13. 5. Check 9. Switch. 6. 2.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Bring it. White 80. 51. I got one. Snickers. Quarter. 51.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. Check 55 to Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Joker. 11. Go ahead.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Now Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
All right, now. Left 80.
51. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Watch twist.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Hey, echo. Getting the mirrors back. No spacing.
Mike 51. Mike
22, 44.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here we go.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
54. Hey, Charlie.
Stop.
Solid, 5 down.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
I got you.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
You draw Corkin. Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, normally you and I would have gone through our season predictions before week 1, but Hurricane Dorian prevented us from doing that last week. So let's go ahead and hear them, your division winners and then the Super Bowl.
Okay, let's start in the AFC. New England in the East.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
General West. Hey, Delta. Hey.
Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
High 7, 11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
I got you.
Ringo. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Watch the run. Hatchet.
Hey, gun. I got you.
Check 55. Mike. 3 buzz. Check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Hey, gun.
Mike 55.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 180. I got you.
Pretty quiet. Mike 55. Mike 55.
11.
On first down, Garoppolo over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Block 80!
Mike 51. Pick it up. Safe. Switch.
50.
On first down, Connor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
51 for Mike.
2 yards.
Hey, alert. 61, matchbox, light.
From the 45 on second down, Roethlisberger, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And McDonald here over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Here we go,
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got this. That's not good.
To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Here we go.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Garoppolo on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, gun. 21.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Black 30. 51.
I'm going to come back to you.
Alpha. Jack 16. Hey, Alpha. He's coming.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Easy. 50. Hey, Haywood. Hey, Mike 50. Hey. 51. We own them. Black and good.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Switch. Check. Fresno. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. SOS.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Rush in.
Toss play, Connor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. On second and goal, Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, Orbit.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Mark! Under 10, 10. 21. I got you. 65. He's coming. We got that.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. Check 12, fellas. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo finding Goodwin. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 4. I got you.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go!
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They start the drive with Conner. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Hey, Team 6.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball?
Here we go.
And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his
But
offense.
still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
21.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, box truck. Hey, alert.
Check. Lucky.
Alert 3. Hey, hot.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gold with the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.